It's Tai Tzu Ying! Ah.
Hey badminton lovers, it's Jeff and Henry here, and today you'll get to hear our thoughts about the racket that the queen of badminton uses, Tai Tzu Ying. It is the Victor Thruster F Claw.
Now this is the second Victor racket review we've released, and we're trying to get through all of the requests we've been getting from you guys. So thanks for sending them through, and we'll hopefully get to them as soon as possible. Now the other Victor review we did was on Li Zijiao's weapon of choice, the Thruster Ryuga. You can check that out up here.
So it's time to get started.
So when we rate the rackets we review, we use 5 metrics to rate the rackets we review out of 10. These are feeling and handling, control, power, speed, and aesthetics.
So other than it being an elegant and sexy white racket with gold features, it also has an ultra slim shaft. It's only 6.4 millimeters wide. It's the thinnest shaft in the Victor range, made possible by the Pyrofill technology, which has high intensity bonds that allow for better shock absorption.
Now it also has rebound shield technology and has a larger sweet spot and an increase of 4%, which enhances the playability of the racket.
Now we tested the 4U version G5 as well, which is 83 grams in weight, and this was strung with Nanogy 98 at 28 pounds.
We also tested the racket with Jasmine Wong, aka Jasmine Trophy Hunter, a badminton player based in Melbourne, Australia. So all of our comments and ratings are also reflective of her thoughts and opinions as well.
Now this is a head-heavy racket designed for attacking, and when you're holding the racket you can definitely feel its head heaviness, but it's not as head heavy as the Thruster Ryuga, but it's similar in it's really light in the handle.
And when swinging the racket through the air, it does feel a bit strange though. And we're not sure if it's being contributed to by the shape of the head, which is less isometric, but more egg-shaped. It reminds us of the older Yonex Carbonex range that were very much on the eggy side.
Control-wise, we did find it was pretty good. We're not sure if we've got a bit of placebo effect happening though, because when we use a racket, we kind of think that we're Tai Tzu Ying, so we think we can hit the shuttle literally anywhere from any position, and we have control out of this world.
And for power, it's not bad. It's not really that powerful for full-out power smashes, but you can still get some pretty solid power and whip when you're playing steep half smashes.
And it's pretty fast, yeah. Definitely if you're a singles player. But if you're a doubles player, it might not be quite as fast as you'd like it to be, especially in the front court and defense, because you might need a bit of a lighter head racket.
And lastly, how does it look? We think it's pretty sleek and has a premium look because it's clean yet elegant. You all know how we like our simplistic and clutter-free designs, right?
So now for our ratings. For feeling and handling, we gave this a 7 out of 10.
For control, we gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
A 7 out of 10 for power.
An 8 out of 10 for speed.
And how it looks, we gave it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
So that's a grand total of 38 out of 50.
So who is this racket for other than Tai Tzu Ying? Look, like the Thruster Ryuga, we definitely think that this is geared more for singles players, and to be specific, maybe more towards lady singles players as well, because it's a little bit lighter in the head.
It's light, has good control and whip, yet still has a bit of that head heaviness for some extra power.
Now on the other hand, it's probably not going to be for a doubles player or a fully attacking singles player who relies on kind of like a smash and then a net and then a smash kind of game plan.
Now one thing that we do want to mention about all the Victor rackets we've tested is that they do feel a little strange compared to Yonex and leaning rackets, so they might take some getting used to.
Maybe it's just us.
Maybe it's just us.
Tested too many of the other rackets maybe. It retails for around 250 Australian dollars on average.
So would we try, buy or deny the Queen's racket? We think try. Firstly, the egginess of the frame might be something that you don't like, so make sure you check that out first.
And secondly, although this is Tai Tzu Ying's racket, you should try it first just in case. We don't want you to be expecting the same shot quality like her and being disappointed.
So if all white isn't quite your thing, then there's also an all black version racket that's around $100 Australian cheaper. We're of course talking about the Volant Rogue S1, which is our racket, and is 1 gram lighter in the 4U version. Now, hear what people are saying about it here.
So there it is, the Victor Thruster F Claw. Thanks for tuning into this video and helping us support all of the badminton players out there.
If you've enjoyed it or found it useful, be sure to reverse backhand drop your finger into that like button for the algorithm and share it with everyone that loves Tai Tzu Ying and those that don't too.
There's also a subscribe button there that you can show some love to too, because there's more where that came from. So get excited! Tai!
Hi Tai.
Bye. Tai.
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 Tai. Tai.